NDC.
Of the great NDC, it is fair that each one of us work together and very hard to bring you and the NDC back to power with the hope of improving the peace, growth and prosperity of Ghana. So we are here today to be able to raise some money, and that will be our widow's mite to help Your Excellency achieve your dream of leading our nation again.
Our dream.
Comrades, you know, the real reason the NDC wins elections is a very perfectly simple reason. Because the NDC gives the Ghanaian people the kind of government they want. And the NDC leadership, Ghanaians march forward. Think of what Ghana has become in the years of NDC leadership. Just think of it. Under His Excellency's administration, we have had the highest living standards in West Africa, the best distribution of income Ghanaians ever saw. There have been greater freedoms, better housing, better health, justice, and more security for the average man than any people in West Africa. And just as a small reminder, if you look over here, you will see some of the achievements of His Excellency, John Dramani Mahama. Now, every time the MPP comes to power, their leaders, men of little faith and no vision, of course, they wouldn't be the Dombo traditionalists if they weren't that way. They come forth and try to stop the progress of our country. Well, for the last 7 years and counting, they have been at it again. And let us not be fooled. The MPP are determined to hold on to power, and they are going to throw all of their forces into the 2024 campaign. They have lots of stolen money, and they have put people in positions of power, the EC and the Supreme Court, to steal the next elections. They are going to throw millions of dollars, and I say millions of dollars because they have lots of dollars and cedis into their attempt to deceive and confuse Ghanaians and stop this Ghana's march to freedom and justice under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. They must be stopped. It has been my experience, I've never run for office of course, that when you want to win an election, you go out and win it on merits and convince the people that what you have for them is better than what the other fellow is trying to give them. That is exactly what the NDC has to do, and that is what is going to happen in December 2024. Now the MPP has most of its newspapers, radio stations, TV stations, and news magazines on their side. They will use their networks and money to try to buy the elections. They have control of big business in Ghana. They will have big advertisements against Your Excellency. They will target His Excellency, John Dramani Mahama. It has always been against him. I believe that Ghanaians will not pay any attention to what their newspapers and networks will do, but we cannot rest until the elephant is driven back to the bush. We all know the MPP have bad records and they have no program. People are not going to pay attention to the party who have been an antithesis of everything they want. Good roads, hospitals, social security, great schools, clean water, clean forests, low taxes, low prices on goods. The MPP have always been against all of these. They have been against housing programs. Take the neglect of Saglemi housing, for instance, and the schools which have been built under His Excellency. They have loaded the defense institutions with hooligans against strong fiscal institutions. There have been collapse of banks. The list is long. I'm not going to go into all that. They have made it perfectly plain over the last 7 years that they are going backward and not forward. Our country would not listen to men who want to turn back the clock, men who want the car to run the car in reverse instead of forward. That is what this MPP want to do. The country is not going to choose leaders who have no faith in the people but themselves and their families. Ghana is not going to turn over its prosperity to men who would sacrifice the many to protect the privileges of the few. And that is MPP policy from start to finish under Nana Akufo-Addo and the NPP. They are going to choose you, Your Excellency, because you are the only hope we have. Now, this country is going to go forward, and to go forward in high gear. The people of this country are far ahead of most of the MPP politicians, and they always are. The people are not afraid of new ideas. They want the government to go ahead with the measures that are necessary to realize the unlimited opportunities Ghana offers for increasing the happiness and welfare of the people of our beloved country. That is why the people will turn this year, as they have in the past, to the Party of Progress, the NDC, the Party of the People for the People. They will turn to us because we have a program for going forward. It is a program of concrete practical measures written down in a book in ways that are as plain and easy to read and understand as it is possible. Against this backdrop, I can unequivocally say that everyone here tonight is solidly behind you with the love in their hearts to see that the successes that our great NDC achieved in your last term of office, and which was eroded under the most incompetent, super competent, incompetent NPP government the country has and perhaps we ever should see. You are the sacrificial lamb with love in your heart for Ghana to end the suffering of Ghanaians and that all might live better fulfilled lives. The sacrifice you make because of the love of our country as its visionary leader, Your Excellency, is deservedly recognized and acknowledged by all of us. It is through your deep commitment to and your innovative efforts for our party that it continues to adapt and improve to meet every challenge successfully as we move forward into the future. As we look forward to your spending time with us this evening, Your Excellency, I had to remind myself to thank those NDC executives, and thank all of you for the hard work you have put into this event we are going to have, we are having currently, and what we would have this evening. I would also like to thank NDC USA, the chapter, for all the work they have done to bring this event to this point. Without your work, we would have not been here. Thank you, and I also have to thank all of you, comrades, gathered here this evening for your support and
Away!